Has this boat become a shipwreck? Let's talk about something else. What's going on, fellow fans of Clash of Clans? Breaking out the old Clash of Clans Attacks music for this episode. Of course, everybody is abuzz about the boat update, and if you stick around to the end of the episode, I do have a little Clash of Clans boat wrap coming. But what this episode is about is 7 update features that Clashers have been requesting be added to the game for a long time. We will probably never see any of these, and here's why. Okay, first one's first, the ability to loot gems. This comes in many different forms, but it seems like people want some way that they can attack other players and steal their gems. And while maybe some players and Peter would be happy about that, you guys have to realize that gems are bought with actual money, and to be stealing money in a game is just something that you're probably never going to see at any type of free-to-play mobile game. Now, number 2 is not that unreasonable of a request, but probably just as unlikely as number 1, and that's the ability to change a clan's name. You just pop on over to the clan page, you hit edit, and sure enough, there's the name change button right next to the clan's name. No. So, you know, this one does also make sense why you wouldn't want to allow that to happen, because then clans could kind of conceal their identity. Certain clans have a reputation they've built. Obviously, now, I would agree with you guys that it's frustrating to have a clan that's undergone reorganization, new ownership, or something like that has happened. Maybe it's merged with another clan. But, you know, this is something that Supercell has said is likely never to happen. And personally, I like this one. Of all the requests in this video, I feel like this one they should really consider again, but like they've said, I think it's unlikely. All right, moving on to number 3. This is a touchy subject, especially with war players, and that is the ability to use heroes while upgrading during war. Yes, this has been a long, sore subject for many Clash players, but unfortunately, this was addressed way back around the time of the original ClashCon when Town Hall 11 was released. There were some developer interviews, and I myself interviewed a developer from the Clash of Clans team. The answer was no, it's not likely to ever happen. You know, you can use them in friendly challenges, but unfortunately you can't use them in war. And part of the reasoning, they said, was because right now there is a huge spike in player activity, player engagement with the game right before they send their heroes to upgrade and right after they're done upgrading. So they want to keep that. They want to keep players coming back and staying interested in the game. So again, probably we will never see heroes upgrading during war being available. All right, next up on the not gonna happen list, it is the idea that there could be some sort of sea assault, that there could be ships that will be attacking from the water in Clash of Clans. Sorry for the terrible Photoshop here, but you get the general idea. The rockets are being launched from the ships. These ships are landing. Something like Boom Beach is going on here maybe. But for several different reasons, you're probably never going to see that in the game. First and foremost is just the idea that it would throw off everything about a base design because it's right now set up to be approached from any side equally, and that really adds a lot to the attacking and defending. You can attack from any angle, and in order to make that, they would have to surround your base with water, and that would make it more like an island, and then it would be more like Boom Beach, and it's just not going to happen. Okay, next up, and this was a very cool one. This was an idea that I've seen circulate around Twitter, and I received this in my email from none other than fellow YouTuber COCVOV Vovson. The idea of trading that little path that's off to the side in the village there. Maybe it leads to this little cart. The little traders can come out. You can trade with your neighbors, with other players, or you have the opportunity to steal from them. And he even went so far as to come up with this big offer breakdown, and I thought it was pretty ingenious, very cool, and a good graphic effort. So while we talk about why this is never going to happen, why don't you throw old COCVOV Vovson a sub there? He's got like less than 1,000. It would be nice to grab him a few more subscribers for such a cool idea. Obviously, he's got some great creativity going on. But the reason we'll probably never see this in the game is because of the potential for exploitation. meaning you know that people would figure out a way to try to make money off of this, to buy and sell resources. If it were a very, very small amount, it might happen, but it would never be a significant amount that would help you advance in the game, because then it would just become something, like I said, where outside websites and individuals would try to sell you resources for real money. And let's be honest, we all know that's Supercell's job, right? Okay, we've got 2 left, and let's get on before we end this episode and get to the Clash of Clans update wrap at the end. This one, such a sensitive subject, and I honestly, you guys, I still get requests about this one. There's nothing I can do. I cannot help players who have been banned. Now, I realize that a lot of people thought it was very unfair, it was harsh, it was painful. I'm hoping that by now those players have either moved on to a different game or they've started another account and played honestly this time. But a lot of people still ask about it. I know that it is a hot topic always, and I can tell you Supercell has stood their ground on this subject for months and months now since those permabans rolled out. I would definitely not expect them to ever change their view on this. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then that's good. Play fair, don't try to cheat, don't try to get around the game itself, because they've got ways to find out. People were installing third-party software that was giving them an unfair advantage in the game, and especially in Clan War, and Supercell really cracked down on that. It's just don't do it. If there's an exploit, a cheat out there, it's like your parents always told you, it's better to play fair. Okay, and now, last but certainly not least, this idea pops up all over Facebook. I see it on Twitter every now and then. I did a little Photoshop work myself right here and came up with this one. Yes, it's 2 builders on one building. The idea that you could possibly assign more than one builder at a time to a building, and that would reduce the time needed to upgrade said building. And you know what? It makes perfect sense. It sounds like a really cool idea to me as well, but it's been shot down in the past, and I just doubt that this one is ever going to happen either. But I don't mean to be negative. By all means, you guys have fantastic, brilliant, creative, ingenious ideas, and I feel like a lot of them could be implemented into the game. Keep them rolling in. Keep them going to Clash of Clans Facebook, to Twitter, to me on the comments of their videos. You guys have had some fantastic ideas in the past, and who knows what's coming in the near future. Now, I will have to say this. For those of you that have stuck around, there are no implied or veiled hints about the update in this video, okay? That was not happening in this video, so I was just talking about other features that players had wanted to see added to the game in the past, and that was it. The only update information that is in this video is going to be the update wrap at the very end. Not that there's any new information in there either. So if you're coming here for leaks or new information, you're not going to find it. But the wrap is definitely worth listening to. Or is it? Anyway, all right, you guys, that is going to wrap up this episode. That's going to wrap up this attack, the last 2 builders huts. Thank you guys once again for sticking around all the way to the end, although this isn't the very end. Don't miss out on the update gala wrap. You guys are the true #GalaFam. I love every single one of you. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Stay subscribed for the earliest possible update and sneak peek information, if we ever see sneak peeks again, that is. And I hope to see you all back here again tomorrow for more full attacks. Let's go with the Clash of Clans wrap over this house funk EDM, or maybe it's trap, but don't get hung up on the music because it doesn't really matter. It's all about that broken boat update chatter. You're all like, Galadon, new video, more info in it. I said maybe I'll be like Peter and tell you how to win it. The boat brings versus battles and a shiny new land. I just can't tell you more right now. I hope you understand. So hopefully the waiting ends in just another week. And yes, these next few days will crawl without a sneak peek. But don't sweat it, Clashers, it's not that much longer that you'll have to wait. I hear the update drops around Captain's Log Day 258. Galadon, not more cringe rap, I can't take it!